Peace, peace, y'all. Welcome to today's mathematics with your girl Sunshine Monet L. Today is 12/4/8. You already know we're on this day of 4. Today is the day of foundation. Today is the day of home and family and nurturing spaces. And we'll put you in your comfort zone and how to put other people in the comfort zone. And we're in Chesed. We're in this energy of Mayat. What your internal law is. You know what I'm saying? How we give grace and mercy and forgiveness and giving to others and all those things. Keeping your heart as light as a feather is key on this day. You know what I'm saying? So we in a space of 4, we're in the Chesed energy. We're going to add that to the month of understanding. This is the month of 1s and 2s, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. We all up in the mindset, all up in rooting ourselves in the ketters, rooting ourselves in the cosmic, as a cosmic seed in the cosmic soil. So that's what we're focusing on this month of 1s and 2s, bringing us to the 3s of understanding of Bina, of the challenges that come into our space to help us with our discipline and our order and our intellect and all that fun stuff, right? So we're going to put that 4 foundation into that 3 of understanding. It brings us to 7. It's going to bring us to those Oba scales, bring us to Libra, bring us to God and supreme mathematics. It's going to bring us to Netzach, which is victory, which is Venusian energy, the celestial designers designing the things of beauty in our space and stuff like that. We're going to take that 7. We're going to put that 7 into the year of 8. This is the year of Sebek, the celestial technician. So 8 is a little bit more precise than the 7. Like the 7 will create a sentence. The 8, Sebek energy, it'll say, okay, well, in the sentence, this is the subject, this is the predicate, these are the verbs, this is the adverb, this is the noun, etc., etc. That's what the 8 does. That's what the Sephiroth 8 does. That's what Sebek does. That's what Mercurian Had energy does for us. That's the celestial technician. Now we're bringing technicalities in a place, classifications of species and stuff like that. So we go from creating a beautiful sentence, a beautiful body, whatever, and then we're adding the details, the coding, the algorithms to it on the 8s. So we're going to take that 7 and 8, we're going to put them together, and it's going to bring us to 1 and 5. So now we have knowledge and intellect, but then we're also enforcing, what I'm saying, with that 5, with that Het Heru energy. That's Mars, that's Ogun. That is Jabora. So now we're coming into this space of like restriction, you know what I'm saying? And, now we're enforcing that internal law that we were building upon with that Maya energy that we started on the 4s with, right? So now we're in the space of 5, having that intellect on the 5. 1 also deals with Aries energy, as Aries rules over the first house, being that cardinal energy, taking initiative to enforce the law into your space, you know what I'm saying? To enforce the things that you want in your space, whether it's enforcing it to other people, places, things, situations outside of yourself, or enforcing them to yourself. Sometimes we got to enforce and discipline ourselves and remind ourselves, hey, wait a minute, that's not in alignment with what it is that we said we wanted to do. Let's get back on track. Some of y'all need to have that conversation with yourself today, and that's okay. Have it, right? 1 and 5 altogether make 6. Today is a day of equality. Today is a day of Tippereth. As Tippereth rolls over the 6 Sephiroth, that's Leo energy. That is the sun. To get to the God, you got to go through the sun. You hear me? This brings confidence and courageousness. The 6th house deals with Virgo house. Now we're dealing with the intellect, health, wellness, daily routine, moral and integral code. You reap what you sow. So like you're going to reap it, and supreme mathematics, of course, this is equality. So we're paying attention to our daily routine and our habits, what we're listening to, what we're speaking on, what we're teaching, and what we're learning. This is a space of reciprocation and being of service. How can you be of service today on this beautiful day of 6, on this beautiful Wednesday? You know what I'm saying? And we move in gratitude on it. So let's talk about what's astronomically happening in the cosmos. We start the day off with a 10% waxing crescent moon. We are in that moon of building. We are building on intangible things, our mindset, our behavior, especially in this first decade of the month. We're still in the energy of Osiris, being that energy of the underworld, being a strong leader, aggressive, a little selfish, being honest and vulnerable, god of the underworld and resurrection. Being intelligent and independent is key here. Remember, tropically, we are in the owl of Sagittarius. In the constellations, we are still in the we are still in the snake energy. We are still in snake constellation. No, I'm lying. No, I'm truthing. No, what the fuck am I doing? No, we are in Scorpius constellation still. We have not entered the Sagittarius constellation. We just entered the Sagittarius zodiac. So we are in the owl in the zodiac, but we are still in the snake in the constellation. of things. So, you know, our actual energy exchanges are still undergoing transformations while our mindset is on that abundance and optimism and things like that. Now we're no longer being mentally or spiritually focused on a transformation. We're mentally and spiritually focused on the abundance and the optimism and the sacral chakra energy while our energy exchanges are still undergoing that transformation. So there you go. But let's talk about the moon though. Moon rising at 10:22 a.m. and setting at 7:33 p.m. Now we started the day off with the moon. I just got done talking about the sun all heavy. At 17 degrees Capricorn. So the moon and our thought process is in our root chakra. We're in that Saturn energy of challenges and building in the root of it all, and having that 1 and 7, that knowledge on the Oba scales, on the balance, on the victory energy. In our energy exchanges, we are in Sagittarius energy with it. In Hindu religion, we're in the Purvashada Nakshatra. Excuse me if I butchered that, but this is the this represents strength, victory, and transformation. People born under this energy have a strong sense of purpose, charm, and resilience. It's located between 13 and 26 degrees in the Sagittarius zodiac or constellation energy. Venus is the lord over this. The symbol for Purvashada Nakshatra is the tusk of an elephant, and the deity is the goddess of waters, Apis. People under this sign are proud, attached to their friends, and compatible with their spouses. So that is the energy that the moon is giving us in the 5th house, which is the house of Temperance. That is the Leo house of confidence and courageousness, being romantic and a little, you know, thus being dramatic. Sunrise at 7:05 a.m. and setting at 4:34 p.m. We got into the sun kind of heavy today, talking about, you know, being in the owl zodiac, but still being in the Scorpius constellation and putting us in the Jayesta Nakshatra at 16 degrees Scorpio today in the 3rd house. So we're still in that house of community and communication, that Gemini house of intellect, learning how to be stable in the realms of flexibility in our experiences. That's what we're learning. We're learning to be stable in the ever-changing, ever fickle space, okay? Moon and Venus are in conjunction today at 5:40 p.m. EST, at 2 degrees minimal angle at 6:34 p.m. at 2 degrees in the Sagittarius constellation. So we have our intuition and our emotions, our heart chakra sitting in that constellation of abundance and optimism. The harvest and granary energy in West African horoscope that starts today until January 3rd. This is being lucky and prosperous, taking initiative, being born to be successful, knowing how to obtain riches, wisdom, and generosity, enjoying making others pleasant, tend to think impulsively about opportunities. So being mindful of when opportunities arise, saying yes to everything. Some things you have to take time to think things through, and if people are giving you pressure to make a decision, you know, communication, you need to think things through before you act on them. So that's what I got for you today, Cosmic Nobodies. Enjoy. Peace, y'all.